Good evening everyone and welcome to the Scary Nighttime Radio Show. I'm your host Jay Clark and we hope you enjoyed tonight's show, which is entitled Pits of Hell Part 7. Mind Games.
The group is taken to an apartment complex in the early morning where they will get some rest in preparation for tonight's battle.
I chose this location for you folks because it is far away from the center of town where the pit is located. The soldiers will continue to hunt down any remaining Rakshasa or Nazis that may be lurking the streets.
We felt this was a good spot since the top floor is made up of several bedrooms that you can securely lock with one main kitchen and dining area for you all, plus a balcony.
The truck leaves and the group makes their way to the top floor.
Oh my, I can't wait to take a good long shower.
Oh wow, Kyle, this is nice.
Oh great, we all get our own bedrooms? I'm taking the one closest to the fridge, foo.
And look at this, guys. There's a huge deck with a fire pit.
And the fridge is well stocked with meat to roast on that rooftop fire pit, Rohani.
Let's fix us something for dinner and eat it out on the deck, Frank.
Sounds like a plan, Rohani.
After getting cleaned up and changing their clothes, the group makes dinners and gathers together on the rooftop.
Well, I've really been looking forward to our fireside chats making a return.
I miss those sleepovers in the park too, Rohani.
This chat is a little later than our usual ones, whereas the night has already passed and it's now morning, Jessica.
Despite the changes, the good company is still the same, Frank.
Who would have ever guessed what would have unfolded over the last several days?
I know it. Thousands of sinkholes forming all over the country.
Then creatures coming up out of those pits and attacking us.
And the Nazis from hell who joined those beasts in fighting against us.
What an ordeal we've all just been through, everyone.
Before we get ready for bed, I'd sure like to hear another story. Frank and Jessica, you never told us of your paranormal experience. Can you share it with us now?
Oh, finally we get to hear the story of how you went to hell and back.
Sure, Frank, would you like to start?
Okay, well it all started when Jessica and I went to look for a new car last year.
Oh, you know what, guys? I'm feeling a little tired. I think I'll turn in for the night.
Okay, Professor. Get some rest and sleep well.
I guess the professor is too tired to hear our story.
So to continue with the story, Jess and I drove to a car dealership to check out the new model called Ellen, the car of the future. We meet the salesman.
I have the perfect car for you. You could just die for it.
So we take it for a test drive, and then all of a sudden the GPS system takes us for a ride.
Frank, slow down. Why are you driving so fast?
I'm not driving. Ellen has taken over the controls. It turns out that the car was possessed by its creator, a woman who was killed a few months prior to the car's release. She was a girl that I had previously dated. Then I broke up with her because her involvement in the occult. Apparently, the woman had made a deal with the devil to possess the car in exchange for bringing a couple souls to hell, me and Jessica. Eventually, we find that we are at the gateway to hell and there is the salesman, Nate, who is the devil in disguise. He wants us to leap into the portal to hell to spend eternity there. The possessed car is going to ram into us and push us through the portal. We were able to beat the devil at his own game, using trickery to avoid entering the portal. The gateway to hell then disappeared and our lives went back to normal.
Wow, that's an amazing story, Frank. Thanks for sharing it with us.
Yeah, it was quite an ordeal though.
I'll say Jessica, dealing with a possessed car.
All of us in this group have truly had paranormal experiences.
Indeed. Well, guys, I think I'll hit the sack. Yeah, I'm getting sleepy. I'm going to go to bed.
Frank walks off into the kitchen area while the others start to clean up. To his surprise, he sees the professor sipping a cup of tea at the table.
Oh, my professor. I thought you were tired and had gone off to sleep.
I just thought I'd have a cup of tea, Frank.
Jessica and the others file in from the deck and make their way towards the bedrooms. Looking surprised to see the professor still up, Jonah goes into his bedroom and securely latches several locks.
Okay, well, I think I'll join the others and get to sleep. It's been a long night.
The professor decides to pour himself one last cup of tea.
Oh my goodness, Professor. Why did you have to make that watery sound? Now I have to go pee.
Oh, sorry about that, Frank.
Hey you guys, I was trying to sleep when I heard these water pouring noises. Now I have to go to the bathroom.
Oh, sorry about that, Foo.
You know, I think I'll have some tea as well.
Oh my goodness, you guys, what's going on? I was trying to sleep when I heard these watery noises. Now I have to go to the bathroom.
Oh, sorry, Rohani.
Well, I think I'll have a cup of tea too.
What in the hell is going on out here? I'm trying to sleep, you guys. Now I have to go pee. Stop making that stupid water pouring noise and get to bed right now.
The group agrees and files off to their bedrooms. After several hours of sleep, Jonah wakes up rested and refreshed. Rohani has once again fallen asleep on his shoulder. Jonah is startled and accidentally knocks over a lamp.
What? How did you get in here, Rohani? Wake up, my friend, please.
What? Huh? Oh, I guess I must have went sleepwalking again.
Rohani, I understand you have a sleepwalking disorder, but what I don't understand is how you got through the door with all these locks in place.
Well, I don't really know.
Jessica appears at the doorway.
Hey, Jonah, is everything all right? I heard the noise. Oh, hi, Rohani. I didn't mean to disturb the two of you.
Oh no, Jessica, it's not what you think. Rohani had another sleepwalking episode.
What? Sleepwalking again? Give me a break already. Didn't you have your door securely locked, Jonah?
I certainly did. That's why this is so baffling to me. I don't know how she got through.
It just doesn't make any sense at all.
What are you trying to say? That I picked the locks or something?
Rohani runs off to the living room crying.
She's upset. I'll go after her. Rohani.
Just then the professor and Fu arrive.
I heard the commotion. Is there anything I can do?
No, it just seems that Rohani had another so-called sleepwalking episode.
It sounds like you don't believe her, Jessica.
Well, it's just that she entered Jonah's room, which was securely locked. How could she have possibly gotten in while sleepwalking?
Well, I have read stories about how people have actually driven cars while sleepwalking.
I hope I'm not driving when one of those sleepwalkers enters the roadway. But still, I can't explain how she got into Jonah's room.
Just then Kyle gets out of bed.
Hi, everybody. What's going on?
What happened, Kyle?
I stepped on something. It's still in my foot.
Here, put your foot up and I'll take it out for you.
Kyle brings his foot up to Jessica's face so she can remove the object.
Oh, Pee-wee, whoa, what is that awful smell?
Oh, I should have warned you. Kyle has the most stenchful feet this side of the Mississippi River.
Whoa, it smells like rotten eggs or something gross, P.U.
Oh, come on, you too. It couldn't smell that bad.
Oh no, it's not that bad, Kyle.
Yeah, I can hardly even smell it. Here, I removed the object from your foot.
What is that thing?
It looks like a paper clip with one end straightened out. What could that have been used for?
To pick open a door lock, that's what. And how come whenever she goes on one of these so-called sleepwalking episodes, she always ends up with Jonah?
Do I detect a note of jealousy there, Jessica?
Oh, don't be ridiculous. I just wonder how she always manages to find her way to Jonah.
You know, Jessica, jealousy can be a very destructive force.
That's true.
Oh, will you cut it out, you idiots? Why would I be jealous? I have Frank. Where is he anyway, Frank?
Perhaps you need to calm down a little, Jessica.
Don't tell me to calm down. And what is it with you anyway, Professor? How come you wouldn't stay to listen to Frank and my story? You weren't even tired.
Okay, I'll admit that I really wasn't interested in your story because it was about hell, which I don't believe in.
So what do you think? Frank was just making up the whole story.
No, not making it up, but perhaps it was something that he truly thought happened to him. I mean, have you ever had a dream that seemed so real that you couldn't distinguish it from reality?
So what are you saying? That Frank and I had the exact same dream. You're impossible, Professor.
Jessica goes off into their bedroom to find Frank sleeping and starts to wake him up. Officer Rivera has stopped by the apartment and comes over to join the group.
Hello, Officer Rivera. You walked right into a little argument we were having.
Well, Jessica may not want to admit to being jealous, but I will. Jonah is hot.
Officer Rivera.
Oh, please. I'm off duty. Just call me Liz.
I didn't know you had feelings for Jonah.
Oh, come on. I'm a single woman. I'm allowed to look. Jonah is a very eligible bachelor, but if there's something going on between Jonah and Rohani, I won't come between them.
Just then the group is called into the living room.
Hey everyone, come quick into the living room.
Is everything okay with Rouhani?
Oh, she's fine. We just need to catch the breaking news on the television.
Good evening, folks. We want to bring you the latest news on the war against the creatures from the underworld and the formation of the sinkholes. To explain further, we'll go to Jessica in Los Angeles.
Thank you, Brian. The latest we have is that the formation of sinkholes has spread all across both North and South America. The entire continent is covered by tens of thousands of open pits now. Citizens and armies are battling the Rakshasa and Nazis everywhere.
The latest nationwide death toll from the war with the creatures from the underworld is 120,000. It appears that neo-Nazi groups have allied themselves with the Rakshasa to battle against us. Do you have any further information on that, Jessica?
Yes, authorities believe that the Nazis have joined forces with the Rakshasa because in the end, they both have the same goals. They appear to wish to completely overthrow the governments of the world and take power for themselves, dominating the earth with an iron fist.
Clearly, we are dealing with a highly intelligent species from the subearth. What were first thought to be primitive monsters from the underworld have proven otherwise. Each night they come up out of the pits with more advanced weaponry than the night before. Each night the death toll rises substantially. How is it possible for these creatures to develop these weapons underground?
I spoke with a university professor about where scientists think the Rakshasa dwell inside the earth and how they could develop such a powerful arsenal. Here is what he had to say.
Well, Jessica, scientists have always thought of the Earth as having a crust on top, a lithosphere and asthenosphere below that, followed by an upper mantle and lower mantle. In the center is the outer core and then inner core. Now we have to consider that there's something that we overlooked, like a vibrant and flourishing world within our world.
So it is no longer felt that the Rakshasa simply dwell in dark underground caves and tunnels.
No. In fact, now we're of the mind that there is a world inside of our planet filled with highly advanced beings, incredible technologies, and unexplained phenomenon. Their technology perhaps even surpasses our own.
That's incredible, Jessica. It's like we have no idea what to expect from them each night before they emerge. Has military intelligence been able to find out any more about the Rakshasa and what their next moves might be?
It appears they will just continue to battle until they achieve victory over us. Before a captured Rakshasa died, he said, "Prepare to meet thy queen."
I wonder just what he meant by that. Thank you, Jessica.
Just then there is a knock on the door. It's Captain Taylor and an associate.
Hello, folks. How are you all doing? Did you sleep well?
Oh yes, we slept good today, thank you.
I wanted to go over the plans with you for tonight's battle against the enemy. I brought with me Corporal Jack Hita. He will be our new lookout at the pit.
Nice to meet you folks.
Rouhani, do you have any idea of what was meant by the dying Rakshasa who said prepare to meet that queen?
The queen of the Rakshasa is a horrific and powerful being who rules over the other Rakshasa. They must be confident they will win the war, and at last the queen will emerge from the underworld and take over the planet.
Will the Rakshasa coming out tonight be a certain type?
The next wave of Rakshas will be known as the Rakshasas. These type of Rakshas are able to cast spells and are especially skilled at raising and commanding the dead to do their bidding.
To command an army of zombies to attack us.
Exactly. An army of the undead. They will also shapeshift and appear as humans to manipulate corrupt politicians, whether through giving useful advice, tempting them with power, or bribing them with treasures. Rakshasas gain complete control over their pawns.
We all know how crooked politicians are. A crafty Rakshasa could surely buy them off and own them.
Just like lobbyists and powerful elites own the politicians today.
Exactly.
I just got the number of dead from the battle last night. We lost 100 people.
How many people did we lose the first night?
That would be one, Eldon.
And the second night?
We lost 10 people that night.
And last night we lost 100.
Oh my goodness, the number is increasing by exactly 10 times each night.
It's the same with the national numbers. The first night we lost 1,200, the second night we lost 12,000, and last night we lost 120,000 Americans.
Well, what could this possibly mean? Why are the numbers increasing by exactly 10 times each night?
It means they're toying with us. They know exactly when to stop fighting and retreat so that the numbers will come out this way. They're manipulating us.
They're making us think we're winning when actually they're just playing mind games with us. They're calling off the battle when the numbers line up to where they want them to be.
They must have known we would figure out the pattern. It's almost like they're trying to tell us that they are in complete control and there is absolutely nothing we can do to stop them.
Even when we think we're winning, it is the enemy who is in complete control.
They're trying to get into our heads and make us question our ability to win this war. This is so demoralizing.
It's all part of their ruthless plan. And here is another horrible prediction. Tonight Hartford will lose 1,000 men.